So I have huge news about Aziz Ansari. So I just finished watching his new Netflix comedy special called Right Now, and it was actually really funny, so I recommend watching it. But at one point during the special, he starts talking about how compelling some of the online conspiracy theory videos can be, so much so to the point where he's even asked himself, am I in the Illuminati? Because he's so convinced of it based on these videos. Now, he's obviously partially joking when he says this, but he even gives some examples talking about his name and how people will cut up his name, and he mentions how the letter A is in his name multiple times, and the letter A, if you take off the top, it's a triangle. He also talks about how there's 2 eyes. So let's go deeper into what he was talking about here. So his name, Aziz Ansari, has 3 letter A's in it. So let's do what he said, which is cut off the top 3 triangles of those letters, and we'll rearrange them a little bit, and you get this shape here. Now, also in this little rant, he talks about how there's 2 letter I's in his name. He then goes on to say how he himself has 2 eyes, which I have labeled here for you. So now what are we left with? Well, we've got Aziz Ansari's human eyes. We've got this shape that we've made out of the 3 triangle points in his name. So let's combine those together and we get this here. Now, why is this important? Well, let's take a look at the official Illuminati logo. So pretty shocking comparison here. So I did some more research beyond what he had mentioned in this special, and I started looking at the name Ansari, his last name, because that's not really a word I've ever heard before. It almost sounds like it's made up. And I think that the name Ansari could also stand for something else. For example, Aziz now serves a real Illuminati. After that, I came across this Illuminati pledge, which is the paper that they make you sign when you join the Illuminati. Well, this is actually the old version of the pledge. Well, I came across a copy of the new one that people have been using as of 2019, and let's take a look at that here. So also pretty shocking evidence. Now, if that isn't enough to convince you of all of this, check out some of this math that I did to further prove my point. So in this new Netflix special, Aziz Ansari is wearing a Metallica t-shirt, and it is the Ride the Lightning album cover. This album came out in 1984. Now, on Aziz's Twitter page, he currently has 352 posted photos. So if you take 1984, the year the album came out, and subtract 352, the number of photos on his Twitter account, it gets you 1632. So I look up 1632 and I come across this Carolinian Resort 1632, which is just some resort in Myrtle Beach. Now, where is Myrtle Beach exactly? Well, it's in South Carolina in the USA. And guess who else was born in South Carolina? Aziz Ansari. Now, the word myrtle also rhymes with the word turtle, as in the turtle submersible, which was basically a little submarine that they tried to use to go underwater and attach explosives to the undersides of British warships. Now, this was back in 1776. And guess what was founded in 1776? The Illuminati. So now maybe you're wondering, well, if this is all true, if Aziz Ansari is part of the Illuminati, why would he openly just talk about it like that? Why would he blow his cover like this? Well, in my opinion, I think that he was already borderline about to get caught. There's too many signs pointing to it. So what he attempted to do was some sort of reverse psychology. So for example, if I went out and robbed a bank, for example, and I thought I was going to get caught, one thing I could do would be to say to people, oh yeah, definitely, I definitely robbed the bank. That was definitely me. Because then people will hopefully think, oh, well, if he actually robbed the bank, he wouldn't be joking about it like that. So obviously it wasn't him. So I think this is his attempt to cover up this Illuminati thing by joking it off, but I am too mentally sharp to be tricked by that. So I hope that I've been able to open your eyes to what Aziz Ansari is really up to. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.